Then we come and discuss with our farmers, so what we can do. Then they try to segment their market. They try to target the consumer association with low product, with low quality products. And with those first rank and higher quality products, they try to focus on the processors. So we try to manage this issue in terms of...
I mean, usually when there's harvest time, then the price is very low. But when it comes closer to where there's a shortage, the price is much higher. Is there storage facilities around the place, or how did you...
That's how the project started, so at least the food security vision, where they bought at a price that was a bit higher than the market and sold back to members for a bit lower, but still with a margin. So after 4 months, and now it's just buying at the market price and selling at the market price and dividend sharing. So that was the transition that went on. This year we have not so much luck, or had bad luck.
It's reversed now.
It's reversed. We waited 6 months. Oh, they bought the first bunch of grain because the working capital was also limited, and the price didn't go up. So now even the farmers are saving the cereal banks, for some farmers, by taking back the grain, selling it, I think, outside or eating it because they still need some, and they will give it back the same amount plus 10% to the grain bank later on.
If you look at, for example, that game that's being played by the final consumer about low price, it's because they've got an alternative supplier somewhere. The thing is, this chain system where the farmers and whoever is involved should be aware of all these alternatives where the buyer is buying from, so that they can know how to participate and make sure that it is their grain that gets bought at whatever price they want to dictate rather than the price.
We try to make it an eye-opener also, that there's something deep. I don't know, do you write it like this? It's a publication, and it's done again by the Royal Tropical Institute, and it's more about this methodology and the learned lessons. But it is done for, we say, practitioners worldwide, and maybe some NGO head office. It will be in English, and it will a lot be on the methodology. A second one is more for really on the theory and on the practices, and we want to make it available for NGO staff. What we want to do there is have a CD with all different information, literature, methodologies, etc. But we don't have it clear yet how that should be packed. And the third one is really on the farmer level, and we're thinking of having like 5 thick canvas sheets on every step of the value chain, and with pictures on it of the main issues printed. Yeah, like this. And so that DAs and field staff can talk about it and go into it more on a practical way with a lot of visual stuff. So canvas sheets. If possible, I would like to have like 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. Let's say that group is on the bulletin, this one thinks a bit on the CD, and this one on the canvas sheet, and give us some input how we can do this. I hope that Sarah can sit with the group of the CD, because if you're, and if Jotte can help me with the farmer translating on the canvas sheet in this group, and I will sit with the people of the bulletin and give me some input. If you see this, what could be on it, what could be in there, what should be interesting. We're not going to do it plenary afterwards, we just want you to brainstorm, how would you translate all this, technical, learned lesson, methodology, etc., at a certain level. Just give us some input what we can use working on some of our sustainability. Is that possible? Okay. What do we have more? What would you like to see in a bulletin which is about learning now?
What you said is in English?
It is in English, yeah. It is already
in English.
Yeah.
How frequently will the bulletin be coming out?
20. Yeah. No, but it's only for this group. what you heard today, what should be in the bulletin for you? Success stories. Okay, it's like boxes of implementation of the farmers.
This farm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That will be interesting.
Good. That is a very practical one. What else should be in there? Challenges. On the methodology also?
No.
In the market itself and on the method. Because like gender, I mean, you have to. Yeah. Yeah. What else should be in a bulletin like this?
Farmers can see or could it be having a sort of mini media. I know that schools in these areas have mini medias where students write up their own news about the school or the area, and they have a small megaphone where they somehow broadcast the information. What kind of...
They're using the old techniques.
So students write essays.
They write essays, they write news, and they talk about their area. If there is anything new happening in their area or in their school, they have small mini media.
Does that media get to the public? All the farmers can get to hear that?
The same thing can be applied to to disseminate these kinds of information. For example, the farmers market organization can have its own mini media.
What do you mean by media?
A small radio station,
Oh.
but you don't do it on a radio transmitter.
Oh, it's within local?
Yeah,
It's within a local area?
Within a local area.
And if it's interactive?
Schools do it.
Oh, you are saying why not facilitate a farm organization to do it? Okay. If that is possible, that is the powerful. It's powerful because then you don't. It's not the students writing anything. You get the farmers who come and tell their experience, and then people can ask them questions.
Someone can anchor and, for example, he can go on air,
Yes.
and talk about on ways of improving the productivity.
Can I have 2 minutes more?
Yeah.
And then I think it's
That's
time for
the
coffee,
powerful.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That's another one. So you can have the canvas, you have the media.
Yeah, I was giving him these kinds of options. Which way?
Which one will be most? You can ask him.
Okay.
What's that
Very
one?
slowly. I mean, this is probably...
Can I have two? What should be the title of this process, about this learning, about this empowerment, about...
Well, it's not block, but different for growth.
Or
Change or
No, change.
Change.
How much change for growth? Well, I don't have to see them as blocking.
okay. Oh, beyond production. Yeah, that looks like my title. I have no mine. I even went from spot market to long-term market. Farmers networking. Okay.
Now,
One more.
you demystify farming and marketing.
Demystify.
Farming and marketing.
That it's a whole chain. Because otherwise you're only empowering one and there could be bottlenecks, of course, somewhere. Last one was about chain partnerships, and that is really like, how are the relations? Can you partner up with a processor, with a consumer association, etc. We visited some oil processors on the spot. And then there was a business contest, and that was very nice. They got some support of a coach, but the idea was that every cluster made a nice business plan of upscaling, of improving their business situation. And there were, of the 16 clusters, 8 got a prize, 4 of which were more on the topic, and I think 5 were on the topic, and 3 were like third, second, first prize. And now they have the prize money, and now they're in the implementation phase. So for us it's also interesting now to look around what is really happening, because it is like feedback on the business. Is there a business approach? So then just a very quick insight on what other instruments we used. One was a D group. I don't know. Does anybody know what a D group is on the internet? D groups used? D-group is a nice way of sharing information, put up a lot of documents as a group you can invite. I think that's where we use it for, at least. Then we went into the wiki, which is for me, one higher phase, because then everybody can easily also write documents together. I don't know if D-groups has it now also, but we put later on a lot on the wiki. And now we're at the Ning phase. It's even a little bit more. It's really a network, and we are scaling it up on Ethiopian level. And I can, if I have a list of people or of names and emails, I can invite you if you want on the Ethiopian Ning or on the value chain Ning. We have different Nings to learn, share. We put events, we put literature. This event, we put it on Ning, for example, for our members that we know it's happening. So we use different ways of web. Also learned lessons, D-groups and wiki, nice for the coordinating team, nice for some NGOs that are used to internet, but let's face it, the whole group, no, it's not working yet. Farm organizations, not yet. You need other ways to communicate, especially in Ethiopia at the moment. What I now want to do is first have some questions of the group, and then we go into the learned lessons.